Hello, hi everybody. It's Colleen here, coming in with the Couture project tonight, and just gonna go ahead and get the iPad going, and we're gonna share to my VIP group real quick. Let's see, oops, hit the wrong button. Share to group, and there we go. So tonight I'm gonna come in with one of my favorites, which is Rustic Wreath. I love this guy. I've used him quite a few times. And I'm going to use it on, this is our 19.5 round steel board, which unfortunately they don't make anymore. However, they do have comparable boards that are a lot lighter. I just happen to have this one. And this is the project that I actually did the marbled Happy Halloween on the back side of it. So tonight I figured let me put a Thanksgiving little thing on the back, so that way I can flip-flop it for each of the holidays. Hi Stacy. So I thought that, hi Meg. So I thought we'd have Thanksgiving on one side and then Halloween on the other side. That way we can flip it out for each of the upcoming seasons so that I'm ready to go for each. So, and this is one of my favorites. It's so versatile, this Rustic Wreath. You can kind of have it as your backdrop for so many different things. So I thought, let's do that. And then I'm just going to put Gather, which is from the Gather Grateful transfer, right over top of it. And I thought that would be kind of cool for Thanksgiving, I think. So the Rustic Wreath is rather large. So I just want to prepare you for that. Just take your time removing your transfer, and I'm probably going to do it because I do it every time with these big transfers. It gets stuck to itself, but don't panic. And you'll notice, and it's pretty sticky. You'll notice that I labeled the back, so that way we know this is the shiny side. I think you can kind of see the shine from the light. That's where we want the sticky part of our transfer to return back to when we're finished, and we want to label the back so we know to return it to the correct side. So I'm going to pull this. I think I'm going to go a little slower. Usually I pull it like a band-aid. I'm going to go just a little slower. There we go. Hey, now it did stick to itself, but my hand is stuck on there pretty darn good. Whew, this thing's sticky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fuzz it up because we definitely do not want this to stick too hard to our chalkboard. And then what'll happen is I won't be able to get it off, and then I'm going to stretch my silkscreen area out, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just taking a towel, and I'm literally just going to take some of the fuzz from this towel. I'm holding this end so that it doesn't stick to itself, hopefully. Best laid plans. We'll cross our fingers. And I did that two out of my 4 videos last week. I had my transfer stick to itself. So let's see if we start off on a better note this week. So how's everybody doing? Everybody having a good Monday? Hopefully you are. Hopefully it's not too miserable out there. We had a bit of a downpour earlier today, but right now nothing, and then I think we're going to get some rain overnight again. But at least it's not really super hot right now. So that's good. Alright, I think we've got adequate amount of fuzz here on our transfer, so I'm just going to put that off to the side. And because this is a round board, it's not really going to matter, and it's a round wreath, it's not really going to matter, just so long as I kind of get it centered on my board is what I'm hoping to achieve here. So I feel like that looks pretty good. I kind of have the same amount on that side, same amount on that side, so I'm going to go for it. So all that I'm doing is pressing down to try to get any bubbles. Now, I don't know if you can see that. There's bubbles. Hi, Rhonda. There's bubbles here. Not to worry. That's not in our silkscreen area, so we don't have to worry about that. So long as we don't have any all around the wreath, we are good. I'm seeing something here. I don't know if I just didn't clean it well. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue because it looks like I see a little bit of white chalk paste. Maybe I didn't clean it off very well last time, but we're going to hope for the best here. There's a huge bubble. I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one of my large squeegees. Now, I'm trying to decide, where did my water go? Oh, I think I took it downstairs. Anyway, I'm trying to decide if I want, I know I definitely want to do Gather in Peacock because I love that color, and I'm trying to go with some more. How are you, Rhonda? How are you, Pam? I am trying to go with more fall colors, so I kind of just grabbed these out. This is called Evergreen, and I usually do go traditional green on my wreaths. That's a tough one. And I also have Pumpkin Pie and Peacock. So Peacock, I definitely want to spell out the gather with Peacock. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go pumpkin for the wreath or go traditional evergreen. And I'm kind of trying to get out of my traditional. Hi, Dawn. Trying to get out of my traditional. So I kind of am leaning more towards doing my wreath in the Pumpkin Pie and then the lettering in Peacock. I think those two really look good, like fall colors. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's just go with that. We'll do Pumpkin Pie for the wreath. So here we have our Pumpkin Pie chalk paste. I'm just going to go ahead and give that a quick stir. This is nice. This consistency is perfect. So this is going to go right on our wreath really good. This is almost even a little bit, usually we say the consistency of yogurt, and this is, thanks Rhonda, that is what I'm going to do. Pumpkin pie it is. So it's a little actually thinner, and I don't mind that it's a little thinner because I'm going to just put a nice thin coat on here. So I think that's not going to be a problem. It's always better to be just a little thinner than have it be too thick. So all that I'm doing, I'm getting a pretty good helping of pumpkin pie chalk paste on here. And I'm literally just going over the silkscreen area all the way around the wreath. I probably could have gotten a little more chalk paste on here, but that's okay. I can always get more. I'm going to work kind of quickly because I do not want the chalk paste to dry on my transfer. This way, and this is going to be pretty quick. It's only going to be the outside wreath part that we're worrying about right now. And right down, see how nicely that pulls right down? Covers that whole silkscreen area pretty nicely. I see a bubble there that I missed, and hopefully that's not going to be a problem. We'll just cross our fingers and hope for the best here. Just trying to get this last little line down here. Hopefully you can see the whole project. I tried to lift the camera up kind of high because this is a pretty big board. It's almost 20 inches around. Hello, Rebecca. So I think we're good. I think we have everything covered. I'm not seeing any lines. I think I got all my lines out. So I don't have any like streaking of my chalk paste. So I'm going to put all that excess back right into my jar. And now, the moment of truth. Let's apply even pressure when removing this. So that way I don't stretch out my transfer. And hopefully don't stick it to itself. I caught it right before it was about to stick to itself. Okay, so I am literally just going to put this down on the floor before I have to go to, I have to take this to the sink because it is pretty big. It's not going to fit in my little pan of water. And of course it stuck to itself as I tried to put it on the ground. Okay, no worries. It's good, all good now. I got it unstuck. It's on the floor and I will dry that as soon as we're done. I'm going to go ahead and close up my pumpkin since I'm done with that. And we want to make sure that we're closing our jars right so that way they don't dry out. And we're going to give this a little heat. Because I am going to be layering on here, so I want to make sure that when I put the word gather that it's not going to pull up my rustic wreath down here. So I want to make sure that this layer is good and dry. Feels pretty good. Just going to hit it one more time just to be extra cautious. Okay. How are you, Rebecca? Feels nice and dry, and actually my chalkboard is not too hot. What I would say to you is if your chalkboard is hot, don't go with your next layer. Let it cool down again, because if you go to put your next layer on here and you put the chalk paste down and the chalkboard is hot, it's going to dry your chalk paste pretty quickly. So let me just move these squeegees out of the way, put those in my water, and then I'm going to try to go for 2. Well, nah, I already screwed up. I already got it stuck to itself. You guys just didn't see it. It was on the floor that I got the transfer stuck to itself. Okay, so again, we labeled the back of our transfer. I just put the word back on it so that I know for the gather that it's going to return to the carrier sheet that's not labeled back. So we're just fuzzing this again. I want to be really, really careful fuzzing because I am layering. And I want to make sure that I'm not going to wind up pulling up that pumpkin that I just did on my Rustic Wreath. So, hey Peg, how are you? So now we're getting this nice and fuzzed. I feel like that's pretty good. I'm going to take this. It's pretty big. I think I'm going to go kind of crooked. Kind of feel like I want to go a little crooked crazy on this one tonight. So I'm not pressing down as hard as I did on my first layer because this is layered on top, obviously. So I did just kind of pressing lightly, mainly focusing on the silkscreen area. Okay, I feel like there's no bumps. We're going to cross our fingers. I thought there was a bump down here on the Rustic Wreath, but I didn't see it, so I guess we were okay. So, oh my gosh, this is the beautiful peacock. Love this color. So let's just give this a quick stir. I always like to, because this one's got the pigments in here sometimes will settle, so you need to just give it a nice good stir. And there we have that consistency again. So this is going to go on so nicely. So I'm going to get my large, this is our small squeegee. Let me grab this one. This is our small squeegee, and because I'm going to go pretty quickly, I actually have, and this is actually perfect for this job. This is our handled squeegee, which this makes quick work of it. But I'm just going to use this one because I think I can do this pretty quickly too. So I'm just going to get a heap, that's a lot, a heap of this on here. I'm literally just going to pull it straight across. It is pretty thin, so it's going to work pretty quickly for me, I think. Oh, I see a bubble. What is with me in the bubbles tonight? Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, cover that H, cover the top of the T, and then we'll start working our way back down. And this is a big guy. This is a rather large transfer. But that was pretty quick. I got everything covered. I feel like I did anyway. Hopefully I did. I'm just going to go one final time, apply a little pressure. I'm not going to go crazy with the pressure because I am on the second layer here. And I don't want to pull up that pumpkin rustic wreath that's underneath. So we're just getting all that excess right back into our jar. Boy, I got this everywhere. Okay. I didn't manage to get any on my hands though, so that's pretty good. Alright, I'm just giving another quick look because sometimes I miss the tips of the letters because of, yep, and I see one that I missed. Right over here. I missed this little corner. I do that a lot as I'm brushing. Alright, I think we got it. So again, we're just going to pull back and apply even pressure straight across. Perfect! Yay, that came out pretty good. Oh shoot, you know what didn't come out good? The R. It looks like I pushed too hard on the R and some of the peacock came through, but you know what? I'm not too mad about that. I kind of like it. Let me just throw this in here in my water bucket over here because the gather does sort of fit in there a little bit. I can see that little bit of a bubble there, but I'm not worried about it. I have used the gather transfer quite a few times. It might be getting down to its last leg, but I'm not ready to give it up yet. Yep, you can see how it pulled it right off there. But that's okay. Now I'm wondering, our Rustic Wreath does have some cute little flowers in it. I'm wondering if I should go for putting some flowers. I kind of feel like it definitely needs something else. And maybe some pops of flowers. Let's see how that feels. That feels pretty good. It might be just a little tacky in some areas, but otherwise pretty dry. So as I was saying, the Rustic Wreath does come with some cute little flowers. So let's take a look here. There's actually a good amount of flowers. I didn't realize. I didn't even use some of these before. So we've got some cute little flowers here. We've got some big ones that I could really add some pops of color to. Let's see. Small leaves. Small leaves. Which ones? These guys? These guys, Pam? I didn't even use these yet. Wow. I kind of like that idea too. How about these two? Kind of thinking these two leaves will add some pops of color in. Let me grab my scissors. Hello, Uncle Jim. We're doing a little chalk couture here tonight, Uncle Jim. How are you? All right, so let's cut these guys out, and we'll go with the smaller ones for tonight. I'm thinking, you know what? I think instead of these, I think I'm gonna go with these two. Oh, these three, I think. Those three. What do you think, Pam? Those three? I was actually thinking of the transfer. I don't know what you mean, Pam. You were actually thinking of the transfer. So I was thinking of popping some of these around the wreath. What do we think? And some different colors. And then I could add some of that in. How's the woodland going up with those? Oh, okay, yeah, the woodland. Yep. Yeah, this actually comes with quite a few little accessories to add to your rustic wreath. So I think that I'm gonna use these guys. Now I just gotta figure out which colors. So let me just get my marker and we're gonna label. I'm just gonna put a B on the back here so I remember what side is the back side of the carrier sheet and what side is the front. We'll let that dry for a second. Now I wonder what colors. I do have this would really give it a pop of color. I have like a lemon yellow, or I could kind of keep it more fall-like. Let's see what else we have in here. I could do some reds, or I could add some cream colors. That would be kind of cool, like the custard color. So here's some of our options. Trying to keep it fall. Let's see. These are definitely too pastel. That's green. I don't want to do that. I have purple. This is grape soda. Hello, Susan. So we could do that. I could probably, maybe not the yellow, I'm thinking. Maybe more on the line of custard and the grape soda to add some pops of color to our rustic wreath. Maybe we will do that. Okay, let's give it a whirl. Let me cover up my jar of peacock first so that doesn't dry out. We'll get the squeegees into the water that I used. And then I think I'm going to start with custard. I got to stir that up. That might need a little bit of water. Now, if it does get thick like this, no worries. I'm just actually going to spritz a little bit of water right into my jar. And now I can give it a nice good stir. And that's going to get it to the consistency that we're looking for. So you see that's got the yogurty. I'm going to give it just a little spritz more. So I want to get it a little thinner because I'm going to try to do a couple passes over the transfer without cleaning it in between. So now we're getting a little bit more, that consistency I was looking for. So I'm thinking, I'm not really a master of flowers at all. So I'm just gonna wing it and we'll see how this comes out now that I got chalk bits all over my project. Okay, so this is the first time that I'm using this transfer. So I always try to kind of roll the transfer from the carrier sheet. That seems to work the best. And then we're just gonna fuzz that transfer again. So I'm just literally putting it on my towel, picking up some of the fuzz or lint. This is definitely the first time I've used this one. And we don't want to pull up that pumpkin back there. So I have to make sure that my transfer is not too sticky. Okay, this should be good to go. I'm gonna try to put a couple of these around. So let's go add them in where kind of is on the line, and I've kind of got some spaces. So let's see what this is going to look like. I have no idea. Give it a whirl. Okay, so I'm going to try to go a nice thin coat because I want to pick this up and put this around on a couple different places without washing in between. So there's one. Okay, not too bad. I'm not kind of liking it. Let's do another one right here. Oops, try to get it on the line. Then I'm going to try to get 4 passes without cleaning. Let's see if how that goes. There's 2. Okay, so far so good. I haven't pulled up any of the pumpkin yet. Let's do one up here. And maybe one more right here. Kind of balance it out. We'll go for 4. Let's see. Wondering if I can squeak one more. It's looking pretty good. Or should I leave it at 4? I think I might leave it at 4. And then, let's see. Let me put that in water. Oh, push this down so that doesn't stick. Okay. Alrighty. Wash my hands off real quick. I just put my hand in my bucket. Alright, let's see. Now, I think I want to do this one in the grape soda. So, I think I'm going to come in and maybe do some more this way. Should I do it in more of the same color? I always never know when to stop. It's like, do I keep adding more of the same or do I just leave well enough alone? Let me try adding the pop of the grape soda with these leaves in and see how that looks. And then we'll figure out if we want to keep going with more of the cream. Ooh, I'm running out of grape soda. I have to get some more of that. Alright, let's give this a whirl. I'm just going to heat these guys real quick so I don't accidentally bang into them. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to, where did I put that? Fuzz this guy up real quick. Just trying to keep track of all my carrier sheets here. Fuzzing that up. I think this is going to look good with the purple. Okay, we've got that nice and fuzzed. Now, do I want to kind of have it go an offshoot here? I think I do. I think I'm going to kind of add it to where the cream is and just kind of have it go off a little bit. Let's try that. Oop, I just did not lay that down right. Hold on, let's try that again. Ooh, don't pull up. Okay, grab another squeegee and we will try this one. Ooh, that color is so pretty. Alright, let's see. Hopefully I fuzz this enough that it's not going to pull up. Oh, it didn't. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, so I think I might take this one inside since I did that one outside. Let's do this one just like that. Okay. Can you guys see it? Hopefully the purple's coming through. The grape soda, I keep saying purple. Hopefully you can see that. Oop, I got a lot on there that time. Let's try to get some of that off. There we go. Oh, I love it. So we'll go inside again here. And then we'll go outside with the bottom one. I think now that I've gotten a little crazy, now I want to keep adding more and more of these. Alright, hopefully I can get one more pass through here without having to clean this. Let's see. Yep, still coming out good. Alrighty, let's do this guy. Kind of going out like that. I like the color combination so far. What do you guys think? So far so good with the colors? That's the one area that I always struggle with, trying to match the colors. But I kind of like this color combination so far. Ta-da! What do we think? Is the purple coming through? I think it is. Alright, we've got one more leaf to go. I'm wondering, let me just get this in water. I don't like to press my luck any more than four times, I think, at max. You like it, Pam? So far, so good? Alrighty. Stepping out on my carrier sheets there. Alrighty, so we've got one more, and I'm wondering if I should do... What do we think? Should I do another set of purple or another set of the cream? Kind of feeling like it might need like cream on the other side like that to kind of balance it out. I always think of doing things in threes. So let's see. Okay. So I'm thinking I might go this way. Make sure that's dry. And then add cream again. So we've got, hello Mandy, how are you? How's your Monday? Alright, so I'm thinking we'll do threes. I've got 4 sets of threes all the way around the board, so let's see how that looks. You love the blue? The peacock is gorgeous, isn't it? Glad you're having a good day. Alright, so there's 3 there. Now this is probably going to wind up going over the... That's alright, I don't care. It's going to go over the H a little bit. Yay, you got more windows! That's awesome! I hope you didn't have to go in any creepy basements to get them this time, though. Alrighty, there's 3. Let's do this guy here. Oops, is that over that? Yeah, no, I think we're okay. Alright, it's getting a little thick on here with this. My chalk paste was sitting there open and it made my chalk paste a little thick. Hopefully I can get one more pass out of it. I just need one more. I feel like it needs like a nice flower in the center. Like a pop of color, like right to cover all of these. And I think that this had a flower in it. Let me see. Alright, that's going to be my last one because I don't want to push it anymore for that. Alright, let's get that cleaned off. Okay. The old bucket of water over here is getting pretty full with all these transfers, but I do remember seeing a flower, so let me grab that. There was a couple flowers. I kind of need a big one though. That's not gonna do. What can I know I have flowers. Let me look. Let me think. Let me dry this off real quick while I'm thinking. But I definitely think if I put something in the center here where all the stems are meeting, I think that a nice pop of flower would be good there. While I'm thinking of that, let me cover this so that my custard doesn't get any more dried out. Cover that. I'm wondering if I could do the flower in peacock. I'm not sure. So I'm going to keep the peacock handy just in case. I think I might do that. I think I might just find a flower that's going to be perfect for that spot. Let's see. Get this out of the way. I just have to think. Hold on, I've got all my transfers right over here. Let me see if I can find one that's got a nice flower. I know I have something. Let's see. If worse comes to worse, what I will do, I have an old transfer that unfortunately is no longer available, but I know it's got flowers. So let me look in here real quick. This is from quite a while ago, but I know it's got some great flowers in here. So let's see. And you could tell it's an older version because we don't make them in this purple color anymore. But it definitely has some big flowers in here that I'm looking for. This one's nice, but that might be a little too busy. I need something a little small. Ooh. That might do it. 1, 2. Let me move these guys. See if I can fit it. 3. That, I think we found our winner. I think that's what I'm going to do is that one. Let me just see if there isn't something a little smaller. We could do this one. Like that. But I kind of like that. Let's go for that. And I think I'm going to do the peacock so that way it ties the color in from Gather. So let's try that. This, I think, yes, I did right back on here. If I can get this off of here. I've not used this in ages, so hopefully it's going to be okay. Alright. Doesn't have a whole lot of sticky left. Let's see. I don't know if this is going to work. I may wind up washing this off if I don't like it. I think we got it down. I'll try not to push too hard. All right, let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a whirl and see how it comes out. And this one I might have to wash in between because it's doesn't have a lot of sticky, and I'm trying not to press down too hard on it. Because by now I'm like up to my 3rd layer here. So let's see. Oh, I kind of like it, but it smeared a little. But I can fix that. thing is there's a little something that you can put inside here. So what I'm going to do is, since I'm going to have to probably clean this in between, I'm not going to continue doing that live because that would probably bore the pants off of you guys. So I'm going to clean that up with my Q-tip, clean this off, and then go around and add them to the 3 remaining sets of flowers. And then I think what I'm going to do is there's a little circle for inside here, and I think I'm going to put the pumpkin pie in the center, and that way I've tied in all the colors together. So I will definitely post a finished picture so that you guys can see it, and I will real quickly show you how to clean up this little boo-boo that I did. So it bled just a little bit right here, so all that I'm doing is I have a wet paper towel, and I'm just not paper towel, wet Q-tip. So all that I'm doing is just kind of getting off where it just smeared just ever so slightly right there. So that's all you really have to do, is just grab a Q-tip, and that'll take care of any little boo-boos that you might have. Okay. All right, so I will definitely post a finished picture, since I feel like I've been on this live for a little while now, and I don't like to keep up your time too much. So I thank you for hanging in there with me, and look for the picture in the comments below. Have a fantastic rest of your night, and I will talk to you guys later, and check back again to see the finished piece. Bye.